All right. Hello again, everybody. This is Mike Rixey. I am the lead options instructor for NetPicks. And in this video, I'm going to talk through how we establish our watch list of ETFs or exchange traded funds. If you have not had a chance to watch the video from yesterday, highly recommend that you go back and review that video. That's where we walk through why we like to trade ETFs. What are the benefits? Why I feel they should be a part of everybody's trading. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that video, go back, watch the video. While you're there, like and subscribe to the channel. That would be great. That way you're notified when we do release these videos going forward. But what I want to talk about here today, the ETFs are great, but there are literally hundreds of markets that you can look at, right? How do we know what are the best candidates to consider? What I want to do here today is share my exact watch list with you. In the link in the description of this video, you can download this exact watch list, and I'll bring up that file right now. This is what you're going to see. It's an exact list of the different markets that we have found move really well, markets that have very good liquidity in the options, and you'll notice, I mean, it's a good size list. Not expecting you to trade all of these day in and day out, week in and week out, but what it's designed to do is to give you the ability to react to different types of market conditions. It's a mix of different sectors. It's a mix of different index markets. You have some commodity ETFs here, bond ETF. You have ETFs that track different areas of the world. That way you can react to whether the market moves higher, lower, if we just chop sideways going forward. You want to have something that you can do all the time. We want to be able to react to both bullish, bearish, and neutral markets. All right, so download that list. What I've done inside of Thinkorswim, I've created a watch list here specifically for my ETFs. That's what you're looking at up on the screen. Most charting and broker platforms will allow you to create those watch lists. So just load up that watch list, track it on a daily basis. Now, I don't like to run scanning software. I prefer to put eyes on my charts all the time. I want to put eyes on the charts on every name on my watch list at least once a day. The reason I find that beneficial, I don't want to pull up a watch list with a list of names that I'm not familiar with, right? If I load up, let's just say I load up GLD. This is the gold ETF. Right, I want to take a trade on GLD, but I have not traded that product for months. I haven't looked at the charts for months. It's much more difficult for me to trade with a high level of confidence versus actually looking at the chart every day, trying to see, is it in a more trending type move? Is it choppy? Are we overbought? Are we oversold? That's very valuable information that you're not going to gain strictly from running a scan that's going to show you potential trade opportunities. So here's what it looks like on my side. I actually load up the chart. This is an hourly chart using our reversal wave trader program. And this is our program that is designed to give you exact entry and exit points. Right? You'll see my blue dots and the magenta dots on my chart. Those are outlining exact entry, target, and stop levels that I can see in real time. I know exactly how to take my trades, how to manage those trades before I ever put my hard-earned capital on the line. Now, the goal of today's video is not to walk you through what goes into those dots. I'm just trying to show that I can come in quickly by having a watch list in place, by having a system in place. I can quickly come in to see, is there a setup there or not? Here on SPY, we had our blue dots earlier in the week. We're in a bullish trade right now. The system has us playing this move to the upside. We're into profit. We haven't hit a target level, haven't hit a stop level, and now we have our magenta dots down below giving us a potential bearish trade over the next few trading days. Everything's outlined for me. Putting eyes on the charts is incredibly valuable. And notice, I'm not spending a ton of time here. I'm not putting dozens of indicators on the charts. I'm not putting trend lines, Fibonacci levels. I'm keeping it very clean. I'm keeping it very straightforward. If I wanted to go over to TLT, well, I can take a look over at TLT and see that I have a new bullish trade setting up. I can see my blue dots there on the chart up above. Coming in and taking a look at that chart is incredibly valuable. It doesn't mean you have to sit down for hours on end. I'm literally looking at this chart for 30 seconds or less, trying to see what has happened, right? What has happened most recently? What is happening today? That way, if I do get a setup that I want to take action on here over the next few days, I'm very familiar with how TLT has been trading because I've been looking at it day in and day out. You can literally go through an entire watch list of products. Just go through these one by one. Again, I'm not expecting you to trade all of these all the time, but going forward, as markets change, you might find that, the gold ETF, the silver ETF, they're really heating up. The metals are really coming to life. You want to get a trade on. You can quickly go over to the chart, take a look to see if there's an opportunity there. When I establish a watch list, again, if you've not had a chance, go through and click on the link in the description of the video, and you can get the copy of this watch list that we've put together for you. What goes into that list? Ideally, what I'm looking for, I want to trade markets that are very, very active. I'm not interested in an ETF that makes a move that's news related and then it just sits sideways and chops for months on end. I want to go where the action's at. SPY, we know it's one of the most liquid active products in the world on a daily basis. If I load up the trade page on SPY, you're going to see that the volume and open interest columns here, and you've got literally thousands of contracts that are trading on a very regular basis. TLT, the bond ETF, we have thousands of contracts that have traded here. A lot of opportunity. This is not a market that just makes a move and sits. It's a market that's active all the time. If we take a look at XLF, same story. We're going where the action is at. That list is designed to give you a good mix of markets. That way we can react to anything the market throws our way in the months to come. It's a great starting point. I'm not saying you can't ever, or you shouldn't ever add names to the list. You shouldn't have to all that often. It's a very comprehensive list given what we see drives markets in most cases over time. So download that list again. If you have any questions on that watch list, let us know. In our next few videos, we're going to actually dive into trades that are in progress, trades that are setting up for us over the next few days. And we'll walk you through how we take the name from our watch list, go to the chart, and go to the trade page to actually find the setup using our favorite options strategy. So again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. You can leave a comment on the YouTube video or email me directly, mike@netpicks.com. If you have not had a chance to do so as of yet, if you wouldn't mind, like and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. And you'll be notified when we release these videos going forward. All right, so I'm going to wrap this video up here. Enjoy your afternoon, everybody, and we'll be back with you shortly with our next video.